Dun, dun, dun.
Hello. Man, those drums are great.
They hit
Get you
hard.
going. Mm-hmm.
They do hit hard. It gets us all excited and stuff like that.
I know. I'm like, dude, I'm pumped.
Right? We're like
I'm pumped.
so
Let me finish
pumped.
my brownie.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my Kit Kat here. The dark chocolate Kit Kat.
Oh, does that have dairy in it?
I'm sure it does.
Well, if it's dark chocolate, sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, how's it
Mm-hmm.
going? The
I'm going great.
pineapples told us to wait, but when you tell us to do something, we don't listen.
Mm-mm.
It's like you're just making me go against the grain.
We heard some
Ask,
buzzing in our ear. Some
yeah.
buzzing. You hear some buzzing, Sandy?
Ask the assistant. He tells me no, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Right, exactly. I was like, should we go? Okay, we're going. We're going.
We're doing it. He
Okay,
can come
good.
on. He can come on later.
So we found out today there is a city dump, or there's a place where you can drop off stuff. We're
Yeah.
gonna. I didn't know that.
What were you
So
trying to dump?
we're trying to get rid of this old sofa, and so the producer was feeling. She wanted to be helpful and saw somebody on the neighbor app stating that they needed some help with some money and they would do things. Well, she goes, "Well, we're trying to get rid of this. Will you mind hauling it off, and we'll pay you for it?" And I was like, "What does this mean? What?" I was like, "You're gonna bring somebody into our house?"
You like haul it off and put it in your dumpster,
Right,
not in mine.
exactly. Right, exactly. Well, he said that he would be available today to do it. Today rolls around, he's not available. So I'm like, okay,
Ooh,
well, he obviously wasn't hurting that much for me.
right.
So,
He doesn't really want to
and I
work.
hate being that skeptical person.
Trust me.
I
These
hate
people
it.
make you. These people make you.
I was like, I didn't want to be that skeptical person, but I was telling the producer, I was like, "Are you sure about this?" Because she goes, "Well, he's old," and I'm like, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter." It's
Lazy
like,
comes in all forms. Like, just give me the money. You just give me the money. I ain't trying to do all that.
yeah. Just say that you want some money. Don't say that you're gonna do something for
Right?
us.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna give it to you, but
Right, exactly. Oh my goodness! How was your day?
let me tell you. Let me just tell you how my day was. I couldn't wait to come on to tell you how my day was. So, oh look at this. Hold on just a second. Oh look, two of three, as
That
per the
the,
usual.
that's
Per
how
the
we
usual.
roll there,
Hmm.
CPJ. That's how we roll.
So most of you guys know, Friendship went to state and band. They competed Monday. We got into San Antonio Sunday night. They competed Monday, and so if they competed Monday, then they would advance to Tuesday. Anyway, they didn't advance. Um, so Eric and I were like, "Okay, do you want to go home?" He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna ride the bus with my friends." All right, brother. Peace. We're out. So anyway, we hightail it on home. We get home probably 6ish. By the time we go get our dogs and everything. So I told Eric, I said, you know what? You're always staying up late. I'll stay up late. You go to bed. I mean, and
Oh,
my assistant, he's so good.
look at you! That is
I'm,
very
I
nice of
mean, I'm
you.
trying to be the
I can
last
tell
last
you,
game, last pickup of the season.
right? I will tell you, the producer would not do that for me.
I just wanted to be like, because he drove all day long, and I thought, you know what, go rest, and I'll take care of him. Anyway, so he's like, I'll stay up with you for a little bit. Anyway, midnight comes. I text Kate, how are y'all making it? Bam, mom, a bus broke down, and we're stuck here. And I'm like, what? So anyway, then the reminds start coming in from the bus drivers. They're like, hey, not really sure of ETA right now. We're trying to find a mechanic. Then they're updating us, hey, we're going to Menard. Sheriff's going to let us use their facilities, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he's like, ETA 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm like, no way that I can do that. So Eric's like, okay, we'll just go to sleep, and then I'll set the alarm for 5 and we'll be ready to go. Okay. I'm like, all right, we can do this. So Eric goes to sleep because he can sleep like that. He can sleep on command. I can't sleep on command. And so he goes to sleep and he's snoring. And I know he's tired, so I'm not trying to just be, I'm like, okay, roll over. So anyway, so he goes to sleep. The alarm comes on at 5. And I'm like, let me check my messages. Let me see what my kid's saying, make sure we're not late. Location, what is it? Location 360. They're still not even to La Mesa yet. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my
So I've
goodness.
got 3-ish hours of sleep and I'm texting. I'm like, hey guys, like I've not slept very well because I'm like, I felt like I was like light sleeping just so that I could make sure that I wouldn't miss him because we've already missed him once. Okay. Anyway, so we were trying to avoid that. Anyway, so they finally get in and he's like, Mom, 6:15 is when the buses roll in and we're there to pick him up.
6 in the
So
morning.
6 in the morning. And
Yikes.
so I'm like, okay, I'm working from home. Eric's like, I'm working from home. The school board approved the kids to have an excused absence. So everybody just stayed home today and rested. Well, I kept trying to, every time I'd nod off to take a nap, had a customer texting me. And then I had customers calling, and I'm like, okay, because I told her I'll be back at the office on Wednesday. And so everybody held me to my word. And so I pretty much worked all day long from home. I have not slept. I'm on 3 hours. My eyes are getting heavy. I'm like, oh God. I
You're
told Eric,
like,
I don't know if I can make it.
this show needs to be done.
I know. Like, I'm ready. I'm so ready to go to sleep. But I'm like, you know what? I'll sleep really well tonight. Hopefully that's the case.
So my family hates me because I'm just like Eric. I can fall asleep just like boom. I was like, oh, I got 20 minutes nap time.
I just don't get it. I'm like,
It's like
how do you
20-minute
people
nap. I'm
do?
good.
T Suds is on. Hey, Tim Harlow, welcome in here.
Hello, Tim Harlow. So just no. This is no sleep, Sandy.
This is no sleep, Sandy. I was feeling dandy earlier. Now I'm like, I told her my eyes are getting heavy. I need to get up off this couch. So Eric's like, do you want to go with me to Brittany's graduation? She's graduated from level 3. I'm like, yes, because if I stay here, I'm out. Like there is no waking me up. So she graduated today from level 3. So
Nice.
yes, so she's doing all the good.
So how many levels are there?
Okay, so there's five levels.
Okay.
And so she starts Saturday. She starts her 4th level.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's doing really good. It's so crazy. She's so night and day. She gets in that building and she's work mode. She's she's a little pup, so she's distracted. But man, she gets into work mode. So it's pretty
awesome.
amazing to see them work and stuff.
So do you have like this bittersweet feeling coming on, knowing that she's nearing the end? And
so I kind of do. So I'm like super hesitant. Like at first I thought, I'm not going to get attached. Like, there's no way. That's a lie. There's no way that you cannot just not get attached, especially when they're good. She's sweet. Mm-hmm. She's lovable. She curls up with you. But let me tell you something. So, I've told you that she's going to be a service dog. She's going to be for a veteran that has PTSD. And so she's named after Matt Renfro, who committed suicide. His mom reached out to me and she said, hey, Rennie holds a special place in my heart. My son is Matt Renfro, who the dog is named after. I mean, I was in tears and I just said, hey, I know. I was just like, oh my God. I wanted to hug her and just tell her, this is the reason, like, this is why we do it. I mean, right. There's a story. I have a story now. I have a name. I have a mom that's grieving her son. And so anyway, I said, if you don't mind, I'll just send you pictures. I'll send you, how well she's doing. And the lady is super sweet. And she said, hey, Matt's daughter's here with me and she's looking at all the pictures. So now I'm crying. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so anyway, yes, it's one of those where you're just like, it's going to be sad. Yeah. We're going to shed some tears, but that she's, right. There's a purpose and there's a reason that we're doing it. And so it's going to be beautiful. So yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of one of the reasons that when our Maisie died, I was like, I don't want another dog. I didn't think I was going to get that attached. Man, I was bawling whenever we put her to sleep. I was like, there is no way I can do this ever again.
Yeah, no, it's so hard. I know. I just bawled like a baby when we lost Red. That was very sudden and unexpected. I mean, he was my boy, And that happened. Roxy, it's another foster
Right.
dog. I mean, you just get so attached to them. There's just no way to not get attached to them.
Right. Yeah.
But let me
It's just
catch up
so.
on some of these comments real quick. So CPJ says, Matt sleeps on command and cat here. I worry about my safety should an event occur where the screaming is needed. So I say bye nightly. You know what is so, that's how I am. I'm just like, how does Eric sleep that hard? If Sandy starts to doze off, place him Labor 12. Labor 12 rocks. I love me some Labor 12, man. This is some good jams there.
You did. How long did you? Did you enjoy the show on Monday?
I did enjoy it. I pretty much stayed. I think y'all got off maybe. I'm trying to think, like 15 minutes. I came on. I mean, you guys came on after they had done the announcements and stuff, and so
Mm-hmm.
we were headed back to the hotel when I came on. So I pretty much heard the whole show, and I think I cut out maybe about 10 minutes after or before y'all were done.
Well, they said they had a hard cutoff. That was a lie.
Listen, I love me some Hamels because they're like me. We can talk. We're like, gotta leave it this time, but I'm gonna
I
keep
was like,
talking.
I
Oh
was
no.
like, oh my goodness, we're still going.
Hey, well, my show was a 2-hour show. The first hour was all about them, and then we did ghost stories. Second hour, so y'all need to go check that out. It's pretty good.
It's like,
So,
so
Joe, we should
go
totally
ahead.
go to their show.
So we'll have to talk about that after the show in the green
Okay,
room.
are
Yeah.
you leaving? You're gonna be gone, aren't you?
So no. There's some other issues.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you as I eat my brownie. So, how was your day?
What did I do today? Oh. So today I was told I made a sale at my day job, and
You worked?
right, I know it's hard to believe, right?
I
And
know.
and they're like, hey, you just need to pick up a check if you want the check. The check's here. And I was like, okay, sounds good. Yeah. So I get up at my normal time, so it was
Yes.
around noon.
Right. Some of us still hadn't slept yet, but yes.
Right, exactly. So, actually, I woke up like at 11:15, took a shower, got it 11:45. So I text the guys. I'm like, hey, I'll be in after lunch. I'm gonna go pick up some money for us. Blah blah blah. So I head downtown, and it's downtown in the Wells Fargo building is where I have to go.
Hmm.
So I get all the way to the Wells Fargo building. They're up on the 14th floor. I go to the 14th floor, and a sign says "Out for lunch."
What time did you go?
It was like 12. It was like 12:15. I'm
Okay.
like,
You deserve that. I mean, you know better. You deserve that.
I didn't know that somebody.
People
They
have regular
so
hours.
they got me they sent me the emails. Hey, your check's ready to pick up, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head that way. I didn't know about that, so I had to go back to the office
Why did you eat
because
downtown? There's some nice eateries down
I
there.
thought about it, and I'm driving around, and I'm just getting closer to the office. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what time they're gonna be back, so just
Mm.
forget it. I'm just gonna go ahead and home. So I will let you guys know this. I love the McRib, and the McRib is back at McDonald's, and so I've been eating them.
I've never had a McRib.
And so people either hate it or they love it because it's nothing like real ribs.
Oh, is it not a rib? It's not a bone?
It's not. There's no bones, and
Okay.
so it's like a pressed shape of a rib. So,
Oh my God.
but
Is
there's
it
some
cat
people.
ankle? What is the meat?
Right, but that's why when people was like, I don't know what kind of meat it is, but that's not. And I was like, for some reason, I love it. I just love it. So I always get me a couple of McRibs, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get me a McRib
Today's the
today.
McRib kind of day.
Yeah, so yeah, I had me a couple of McRibs, and that was good. Yeah, that's it. It is a pork
What is
pressed
your
patty.
Osama doing? Pork pressed patty. That's interesting. Oh, Tim says it's
Oh,
sauce.
Tim, are you a McRib person? Let me know if you're a McRib person.
Holler if you're McRib people.
Right, exactly. Oh, and then I've been so busy with my photography side of things. I had a client that canceled on me tomorrow, and I'm like, yes. It's like it's one of those where you're like, I could have made some
You
money, but
welcome.
then I was like, you know what, I'm I am so behind right now. It's just
So when you cancel, I mean, are they still on the hook for deposits? Not asking for a friend, asking.
as long as they give me 24 hours notice,
Okay.
I'm okay with it. And if
Okay.
they come up, I'm super flexible. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but I haven't had to be a jerk about it. And
That's
most of
good.
the time, when I've had a couple of people that had to reschedule, and they're like, "I'll pay another deposit," because
Oh, nice.
they've been really respectful of my time. And so, on the most part, I try to work with people as much as possible. So if something comes up and you had to be up till 6 in the morning because your kid didn't get up till 6 in the morning.
Thank you
I was
for
like,
understanding those of
yeah,
us.
it's like I totally understand, and it's no big deal. So the cool thing nowadays with my scheduling, it only allows so many sessions per day, so it gives me plenty of flexibility in case something like
Mm,
that's happened. So, whereas before I used to leave my schedule completely open, and I would be booked solid throughout the day, and I was like, you know what, this sucks, because if one person was behind, it would ruin the rest of the day.
yeah,
And
yeah, makes
so,
sense.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna limit it to 2 sessions per day, and that way I have plenty of flexibility for if weather or whatever happens to be the case and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
so your Osama says, I like their honey mustard on my McRibs. And then Tim says, McRibs.
nice,
And let
nice.
me catch up on these comments over here. And your Osama, for some reason, Joe must be allergic. Is he talking about shrimp?
Yeah,
CVJ says, those Hamels are like a country song. They can tell a story.
yeah.
Joanne says, "Hey guys, men can sleep at the drop of a hat. I need to help. I need help to fall asleep like my TV. See, and then if I do fall asleep with the TV, Joanne, I'm like, oh man, I gotta turn it off. I wake up, ruins my sleep, then I gotta find the remote. Nah, it's too much work.
Yeah. So this is my thing in the morning. So I don't go to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I wake up at 7:30 or so to wake up Jet and get him ready for school. I take him to school around 8 o'clock. I get back by 8:15, and then I sleep from 8:15 basically till almost 11. And I usually spend like 10-15 minutes on my phone, and then I'm out again.
I wondered if Jamie's and I message sometimes woke you up because we message early in
So
the morning.
I keep them right there, and that's why a lot of times I won't respond. I just look to see if it's important, and then I just like,
Mm.
and then I'm back out.
Usually, it's not ever really important with us.
Right, exactly.
Oh, he was
Caleb,
just
what?
tagging somebody, Kayla
He's
Marie
tagging
Fisher. I
some
think she was.
people.
I think she was on our show last time. She was a commenter.
She was a
Remember?
commenter. Yeah.
He said she was like a
So,
new person.
oh, so he's letting her know
Just letting her know
about
that we
this.
are doing this thing, even though he's not here, which is interesting.
It is interesting. What was the
Hmm.
thing that you brought up? Did we want to talk about? What was it that we wanted to talk about? We
So
want to do the "Are You Old" segment.
yes. So Priscilla, one of our, I don't know if she's been watching us lately, but she shared a post that I thought was hilarious because I had
Hey
such a
guys.
long.
Oh,
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 oh.
sorry. I
Wow.
just got in,
hello.
so it take a while to get online and everything.
Yeah, nice of you to. Oh, Joanne,
Oh,
he's right here.
he's
Funny
right
you
there.
should ask.
I found him right
Ask
here.
and you shall
So what were you saying,
receive.
Sandy?
So Priscilla shared a post this morning and she said she wanted to know what's the most old person thing that you do. And I have a
Help us out
list.
with that. Joe, I think it's unfair because Joe gets to choose so much, and you and I don't get as many options. So
We'll start with Joe
uh,
then, his list.
okay, sounds good.
I declare shenanigans.
She said, about time, dude.
Right. Must be having some problems with those Windows computers over there.
Yeah,
Right.
Let's see.
Comcast outages going
What
on.
is the most old thing that I do?
I think y'all been talking about it for a while already, huh?
I think the main thing that I do is I my kids hate it, and now
What?
Jen has started doing it. But I'll just be standing there and I'll just rub my belly. Just rub
Is
my
that
belly.
old people things? Is
I
that
don't.
what they
I
do?
think like old men tend to do that,
Uh
and
huh.
I'm just like,
Is
and
that like when you're thinking of something?
I'm just like, I'm just rubbing my belly.
That's what
That's
I was
what I'm.
thinking, Sean, too.
Take a nap. Old people
Okay,
That's what I
take a
think
nap.
Joe does.
That's part 2.
Right. Glad you
No.
reminded him.
But they go to sleep early. I don't go to sleep early. Most of them go to sleep pretty. Like they go to bed around 10 o'clock. They wake up at 5 in the morning. So yeah, they can get that. I can understand why they didn't take a nap. But I
I like
take
how you're
naps.
saying those
They.
people.
Those people.
Those people. I'm
Them's
finding this really
people.
hard to answer.
Okay, well, I'll go
So-
next.
Go
for it,
Cindy.
Sandy.
So, number one, I get annoyed easily, like kids running around the mall. I'm like,
Ah,
go
okay.
home.
Thank you.
Like, why are y'all acting like that? Just obnoxious kids. Anyway, I love to eat early, and I do not like to eat late. Like, just messes my routine up. I'm okay eating with blue hairs. I really am. I'm like
With what?
with blue
Blue
hairs.
Blue hairs are older people.
Oh,
The
okay.
senior citizens.
How does that even connect?
Because it's silvery blue. The hair
It's
is like
silvery blue platinums.
Oh.
And another thing is I grunt when I move. It's so weird. I'm just like, ugh. I get out the car and I'm like, ugh. I'm like, when did I start doing this? Like, when? What happened? At what point? I can't tell you at what point, but I just know that sometimes I'm like, ugh, and I'm like, I feel like if I keep
I'm glad
doing
you
that,
answered, Sandy, because you made me think of some now. So
that-
I'm
okay,
glad you
good.
answered. Yeah.
And I don't like people walking on other people's grass. It has nothing does not affect me in any way. I'm like,
You just
"Did your
don't like
dog
that."
just poop in these people's yards? Like, pick it up. I'm like,
Oh, that's
they-
different than people walking in. With people,
people
dogs
walking their
pooping?
dogs, and then they're like, if I find poop in my yard, I'm put that on the neighbor app. Poor John.
You know what? That's so funny that you say that, because that's what one of my neighbors did in the neighbor app. They're like, "Can we please?" And they just went on this huge. And I was like, you know what? It's
in
annoying
every
to read,
neighbor
but at the
app.
same time, I'm still like, they're right.
Right.
They're right.
I'm hitting the closet like.
Let me make another email address so I can like this.
Yeah, exactly. And then my last one is like my knees pop now.
That's hard to believe.
Girl,
When
my
I-
knees
as
been
much as
popping
you
for
run.
years. My knees have been popping for years.
Yeah.
It's really cool whenever you can make your ankles pop. Oh, let's see, I just made it pop right there.
On command.
On command. Let me tell you, man.
You're like, oh man, knees pop.
It's like, knees pop. So my knees pop, my ankles pop, my shoulder pops. It just welcome to old age. Yeah.
Ah, thank you. But anyway, so
20
that's
welcome
my
to
list.
25.
Priscilla, I hope you're watching because I was like, it's a long list.
I hope you are watching, Priscilla, because I know I saw her ask. I want to know earlier. Can I go?
Okay, Jamie. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you were talking, like I said, Sandy, I couldn't think of anything when Joe was talking, but when you started talking, I was like, oh, I got it. Okay. So here's some of the things is, I think this is old manish or whatever, but like I'm at that stage now where I'm like, sometimes I look at something like, how much does it cost? I don't care. Just get it. I'm just throwing it in the basket, or I'm just going to click cart and check out. Like before I used to be like, no. And my wife would be like, yeah, you don't like spending money. You don't like spending a lot of money. Now I'm like, just throw it in there. Let's get it. I'm gone.
It's
Well,
just
yeah.
money.
I don't care anymore.
Just
I'm like,
money.
whatever.
It'll
I mean, when
The-
you live with a bowling alley,
right.
So look,
And an elevator.
I wanted to show out. So I
Elevators.
got my comic books, right? So
speaking
I've
of
been
spending
started
money,
recollecting my comic books because it's put me in touch with my childhood, right? And I'm going and I'm like, man, look, I can remember when I bought this book for $3, right?
what'd you do with
You know
it?
how much I paid for it just now?
50 cents.
$2.
I take that back. $2. I paid $2 for it. That's what the price is. You can't see it there, but it's on there. Anyway, I paid $25 for this book. I didn't care. I was like, I wanted it. It's important to me.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I'll leave that with the girls, at least Evo, when I pass and she can
They'll be like
do
this.
something with it.
Oh, Dad just left me this crap.
Oh God. Please don't do that. So that's one thing. I think that is a little old man where you don't worry about it all the time. I think about it, don't get me wrong. But there are times where I'm just like, let's just go to the movie. Let's go, all of us. And so
Yeah, I mean, you have to be
Um,
rich to go to the movies.
Well, we don't have the dollar theater, but we have the $4 theater, and we
Oh.
moved right next door to it. So I'm like, we've been going more often. And I just
Oh,
bought the
so
bucket
your
of
neighbors
the
have a
bucket of.
theater and they charge you $4?
Right? How cool is
How
that?
cool is
And they
Let's
only
see.
charge him $4.
$4.
Let's see.
And he's like,
and
they're
another
right next to the
another
door.
thing. So another thing I find myself doing, and I hate myself for this, guys, but I work with a lot of.
Children?
Basically. Millennials.
I work with some younger adults.
He's talking
And
about us.
I find myself often thinking, I don't even want to say what I think, but I'm just like,
Tell me and I'll
golly,
say it.
It's really hard. So, I feel like I belong in a generation of people who like to do things. I might be wrong in that. When it comes to work, I like to do things. I'm willing to step over the bounds a little bit even and get my hand slapped and be like, okay, well, we tried it at least. At least we tried it instead of spending 6 weeks talking about it and not doing anything. Which is
meetings
very
about
frustrating.
meetings. Oh my!
And don't get me wrong, I'm okay with a meeting or two there, right? I'm
No.
okay with having a
It's an
meeting.
email.
To just
Send an
kinda whatever.
email.
But you
not
know,
gonna
right?
read
You
it.
know when you're in those meetings, Sandy. I know you know. Like you know when you're in those meetings and you realize like the wheels are just going to turn forever. At some point,
And
someone
then that
just
one
needs to
person asks
do
a
something.
question that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Lord, and I'm just like, shut up.
And then all of a sudden we go down this path that's not even anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
like,
one
30
time-
minutes over there.
We
are
were
we gonna
talking about-
are we solving the problem or are we not solving the problem?
No,
Yeah.
one time we were talking about policy services, and this moron was like, "What are we going to advertise?" I'm like, "What the? Like, is this freaking Twilight Zone? Like, we're talking to Underwriter, and you want to know about advertising?"
And the challenge comes in, right? That they want to process a lot of information. So like they're like, oh, we can solve the marketing problem, we can solve the purchasing problem, we can solve, and you're like, hold on. Does anyone have just general problems about tickets today for the next 15 minutes?
And I'm
Not
all
about-
I'm random, and I'll go off on a tangent. But when I'm in a meeting and you tell me that this is what we're going to talk about, and then you trying to, I'm just going to accident my webinar.
And then I
technical
feel
issues.
weird because I'm the guy who's like, I've got bullet point talking points that we're just going to talk about these things. And if y'all want to talk about it off the thing, that's fine. But at least let's spend the first 15, 30 minutes sticking with this so that everyone else who has work to do can go ahead and leave and go do that. And then those who stay behind, you just powerhouse all the work and you can just,
we
shoot
need
the
to
wind.
know how Bob Ross would paint this picture. That's what we need to know. That's more important than your bullet points.
Yeah, I don't know if that's old manish stuff, but that's
Okay, I mean, I'm an old man
I'll own it.
because
I'll own it.
I'll own it.
Some
Okay,
of y'all,
let's get
why
to
don't y'all tell it. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
we
yeah.
have some. We've got some good
Oh,
ones
okay,
in
good,
here.
good. Okay.
Start
See,
with Tim
Sean
Harlow.
said me at 2 a.m. Tim says,
Oh,
scream
Joe,
at
I'm
the
with
kids
you
to
too.
get off
I'm up
my
till
lawn.
that
Yes.
Get on my lawn, you kids.
Get out of my
Ugh.
driveway.
Hold down, Joe. Be careful there.
Yeah, bring it, kids.
CPJ says, I catch myself talking about clean products, food brands, household items, etc., with same enthusiasm as high schoolers talk about who's dating who. That Tide,
Oh,
that
yes,
coupon, we have to
CPJ.
use it.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
Still never going to be couponing.
And just to kind of sidetrack with that, do you find yourself, CPJ, and everyone else, do you find yourself like you really like to start preaching? Like, I think I do that so well, and it's so natural just to start preaching to them. Anyone.
It just depends on the topic. Look, I think Sean was talking about she old. Hey, Cynthia. She says there's a commercial about people becoming their parents. I feel called out every time I see it. Working hard or hardly working. Yes. Oh my gosh. I see those too. Oh, not even kidding. You know what I've been doing lately?
Watching
is like
commercials.
any take home containers that I'm like, I could wash this.
Oh, they're too good to keep.
So
Throw away.
I've
They're
been
too good to
coming
throw away.
home with containers. It's like, what was in this? I'm like, salsa.
Oh my gosh, you're so Sandy. I saw your post the other day too, where you were like, when you keep those good boxes around, because you're like, it's just a good box. I don't want to throw it away, and I'm gonna hold on to it now.
We
forever.
have so many boxes in the garage.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, we're not gonna do anything with.
And we're
these.
so close to Christmas. Now we're really hesitant
Now-
to throw them away.
Because the minute you do, you'll have an odd shaped package, and you had the perfect box, and you threw it away.
Oh.
So CPJ says, I also catch myself talking to Matt about my concern with my face growing wrinkles. I hate it, and I tell him daily, and he can't hear me. Oh gosh, I know. I tell Eric,
Just hear those snoozes.
and Eric's like, I don't see anything. I'm like, well, you have husband eyes. That's why.
Right. Yeah, the producer's like, "Do you see that? Do you see that silver, that gray hair right there? Right there, right there. Can you help me grab it?" And I was like, "No, I don't see it."
The minute you grab it, so you see it, and then you get smacked. So you're
Can't win for
acknowledging that you
trying.
do see
I'm just
it.
like, I don't.
They trade
It's-
out movie nights and bowling nights. The neighbors, they do house swap.
Go on to the next one, please.
Joan said, "Not Joe." CPJ says, "Just break out in song if you have a problem. Yo, I'll solve it." Man, I'm
Check
sure
out
the
the
whole.
hook.
I like that
chorus would go.
CPJ.
My
That
DJ
yes.
revolves it.
I like to give them old sayings. Like what,
Okay.
Joanne?
Yeah,
I know.
tell us
Give us a good one.
Yes, make it a Spanish one, okay?
Like knee high to
better-
a grasshopper.
Right? Or better yet, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way. If I
Oh,
could
she
turn-
She's
She just quotes some
I
Cher.
hate that song.
Let's see.
No,
here.
no, that's not the song I hate. It's the other one. I don't remember which one. I'm not going to sing because I don't want it in my head, but I hate that one.
Which one? Now I'm curious.
I don't know, but it's the one when you and I met, Sandy. It was the one that was popular during that time.
How
Oh.
do you talk to an angel?
You guys, so when
Wait.
Sandy and I first met, that song was one of the hits out there, right? And so for the years following, even
That's-
like to today,
that's
Sandy
the
and I
heights.
will always text each other
We-
or send a picture. Look what just came on.
if we're in the car, we'll send it to each other.
Yeah, or we'll call and then just start singing. I mean, that's the song. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why, but we
Right.
just connected.
We were
on
going through things.
Yeah, Miss Pineapples, you had a reason for our show. Did you have some stuff lined up for us to talk
that.
about?
No, I didn't actually.
That's why
I
you
was
took
going
so
to,
long.
but then when Sandy had all her content, I was kind of like, okay, I'm okay with that thing.
What was the next
So I was
one?
like,
Oh, pull up
Oh,
that
save
that's
link.
stuff
one.
off, but I didn't prep it up and pull it up so that we could go through it. To
I
be
have
honest
that
with you,
link.
I lied to
So-
everyone on Monday. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
So
we
I
were
s-
talking about relationships, and then
Well, so
Oh,
we
we
were
got
gonna
that
do the question,
I put a bunch
the
of hashtags
fashion,
out there. That
and
can
then the
help us.
relationship.
Oh, go for it, Sandy. Go for it.
Joe,
Fashion
if you
and-
could bring up that the fashion, I really want to
Oh,
gauge
okay.
everybody's
See if I can get it
opinion
here.
because
I didn't even
these are
look at it.
these are interesting, and it's real. I sent it to Eric, and I'm like, I really like these. He's like, you don't like these. Saks Fifth Avenue would never sell this, and turns out, bam, they do, suckers. They sure.
Control plus on that, Joe. Make it a little bit bigger.
They-
Wait! Oh my goodness! Look
Yes,
at the price.
Look at the price tag.
I
These are
can't see it. What does it
Balenciagas,
say?
okay? Hold up, girl. Hold up. Look at this.
Oh my gosh! Now I see the shoe.
It's a Balenciaga.
What's the price?
Croc.
Holy jeez!
$625 for plastic and a screw that's hanging out your shoe.
That's hanging off your
That
gaiters.
does look like a screw.
I mean, it's a bolt or whatever. It's a
It's
bolt.
like, yeah, is the nut under there?
Here you
Look at
go.
this.
We're gonna look at the whole view. Look
This
at this,
is
the rear
is
view here.
Not an April Fool's joke. This is actually, if you want to purchase, these are Saks Fifth Avenue.
I cannot.
I just
believe
can't.
That.
I cannot.
I
Like-
cannot.
Those are, I meant Crocs. Those are Crocs right there.
Yeah.
They are.
If
They're
you didn't
Crocs
s-
with the
If
bolt.
you didn't see any other thing, if you look at it from the top, that's a Croc.
And the 12s are sold out. I'm sorry, ladies. The 12s are sold out.
But you know what? You can also
What?
get it in
Oh
white
my god!
with black trim.
I feel like these are like 4x4.
Where's we need to ask what's his name to take a pair of these and turn them into something else. Who was our sneakerhead that came on?
Oh,
yes.
Starts with
Yeah.
a J, right? Doesn't it start with a J?
I feel like it does. Anyhow, the guy who the guy whose work I love, his shoes, where he puts the comic book art on the
Yeah.
shoes.
If he put comic book art on these, I would sport them.
Then I
mean,
think they'd be 600.
He could sell that for like $1,200, man.
Yes.
Easily.
And look how easily it would be easy to put something on the side of that. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Can you look at the material on these? Because Chon is saying, no, thank you. Just for Joe.
Product details. Here we go.
I can get some Crocs and put some bolts on those things and make a killing. You sure can. You really can.
Clog-inspired heels with breathable cutouts and a micro-tonal logo at side. Rubber upper, closed round toe, slip-on style, ankle strap, 100% EVA, whatever that means. Rubber sole imported. The heel is about 3.1 inches tall. That's a 3-inch heel.
Okay, so before you get to the heel, everything else sounds actually pretty comfy about it.
Well, I bet you if we copied this, if we looked up Crocs, it would have the same.
You know what? That's what they did. They went and copied Crocs product details and put on there. Oh, they're so shameless. Who's this? Never mind.
Saks Fifth
Avenue. Yes.
Thank you.
And the ankle strap is if you want to go 4x4 mode and run with it. That way you won't lose it.
Right. I wonder if the heel is removable.
I mean, it is so crazy to me. I thought it was a
4x4 mode.
Oh, they are sold out at 12s.
I know. Like,
you said that earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't miss that. I'm sorry, I missed that.
You're cracking up. I think the 4x4 was way funnier than that.
So here we go. Let's see. CPJ says, I can hear QVC now, and all you nurses need these when you want to meet your soulmate in the ER. Always look for best winkies. Those are ugly. A crop of just nasty suckers. Those are not even cute for that price.
Oh man, our viewers are tearing these up. It's so easy.
So I guess y'all
I don't understand why this is not.
Okay, so here's the follow-up question: What would y'all pay for these?
I would pay you $6.25 to get them out of my sight. To like,
I really.
I would not pay.
I'm clicking on the screen. I'm clicking on the wrong screen here. That view right there is just phenomenal.
That just seriously.
That looks like a nightmare, like a saw mechanism thing. You know what I mean from the movie?
It's like you jacked up your shoe to change out your sole. You know, like when you lose it, when you got to change a flat.
Oh,
I see that actually.
Yaga, go back to the drawing board, please. I just can't with these. But I mean, if they're your cup of tea, gosh.
Oh, look, you can earn at least 1,250 points with your Saks first
and
card.
guys, these are available for pre-order, and they're not expected to ship until April the 17th of 2022.
Oh
it's going to take them that long to attach a screw.
Yes. Yes.
I did find my relationship posts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just FYI.
Because no one is having a relationship with this shoe. I'm just going to tell you that right now. No.
I'm looking at the wrong mouse. God dang it.
Okay, let's
Look,
let's just move on because
Sean said
Zero.
Zero.
Appropriate use.
It's almost a
John.
Google. It's almost a Google.
Yeah, it's almost.
It's not called a Google though. It's called a what's it called? A Googleplex. No, it's called a Googleplex.
I think you better check that again.
Oh my goodness.
You check that out. Check this out, guys. I got a question for you. Oh, what?
No, everything.
You know, because certain people have lived in San Antonio.
Pat Morita lived in San Antonio. Y'all just don't even know.
In the basement of the Alamo.
I swear one of y'all suckers told me when I very first went to San Antonio. CBJ says I would pay the price and knock myself over the head to wear these. Brenda says I can't pay for those. I would get beat because they're fugly. Like nobody would rob me for my shoes.
If someone comes to rob you and they see you wearing them, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Never mind.
Wrong poor person.
Wrong person.
They're gonna think I have some issues wearing those shoes.
They are. They're gonna be like, "Here's $20. Go to Walmart real quick, okay?"
Come on. I'll pay you to get rid of those.
All right, I've got a question for you. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
It's pretty simple. So, in a 1 month relationship, is a 1 month relationship too soon to give my partner, my girlfriend, a heart necklace for her birthday. My girlfriend's birthday is on Friday, and I want to give her a necklace. I found one with a heart in it, but my mom said it might be a little too soon to give her that, since we've only been in a relationship for 1 month. I thought it would be a nice, thoughtful gift, though. What do you think?
Why would it not be like? There's
Like,
no
I
meaning
love
to it.
hearts. See, I think most all of my necklaces have hearts on them. I
It's
don't.
like,
I think it's fine.
If you're not spending over $1,000 on it, then, or even over $100,
right. If you're
fine.
not spending over 1,000, I don't want it. Not really.
So
How's
1
a
month.
bunch of bust?
So 1 month equals $10. It's
Right.
like if I can find a heart necklace for $10, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't see anything wrong with it. I think
That's like
maybe they're
Mom-
reading too much into the heart.
Mom
thing.
is reading too much.
Mom
into
is old. Mom is old.
I don't know, guys. I gotta think. So I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about the practicality of it all. I don't know. A month. I don't think a month is too soon to get a gift for someone that you're dating. I think
It's a
it should be
birthday
implied.
gift.
Yeah, it's implied. You should.
Now,
get
if you're trying to
something.
buy an anniversary, a month anniversary, we got problems. Like,
And I'm kind of maybe the price. I think the price. I don't know. I think 1 month is too soon though to be buying jewelry. I honestly think so. But if he just went to the little machine and threw a quarter in there and twisted it to get her a necklace,
You
I
can
think
get
it's okay.
necklaces for like $10. That's just a necklace, like a little.
So you think like
cheap
you think
necklace? Like
price,
if they're going,
the lower the price,
the
it's
lower
okay.
like if
Like,
they're going
okay.
out and buying like a 10-carat heart or something like
Yeah.
that, okay, then yeah, that's a little much. But
if you're stealing it from your mom to give it to her,
right, exactly.
Not
If I'm going to
good.
Target to buy a little heart necklace, that I see on
Yeah.
the little.
See,
end
and
cap
I
or
also
something,
think, okay, guys. So, like, if my daughters, if some boy or some person got them a heart necklace and they're in 1 month in, I'd be telling them they're a little sus, kiddo. You might
No,
want
but
to
it's
keep
a-
your
but
radar
it's a
on. I'm just
birthday.
saying, if it's me, I'm telling my daughters keep your radars out and
Oh my
don't
goodness.
leave them out of the.
I can't wait
You know,
till they
the
get a
new
heart
year,
necklace.
So do you want them to make it out of macaronis? Is that what you want them to make it
Yes.
Hey, macaronis are cute. It's a month.
out of? You want 'em-
I've taught them to accept the macaroni
It's-
necklace and it'd be okay.
Pasta. The first month is the pasta. That's what you get a pasta necklace.
You get a pasta necklace for your birthday.
I don't know. What do you guys say out there in the comments? So let us know.
So-
But I think, yeah.
Tim says Monica says it's a little too soon, and he says take the gift and pawn it.
See,
See,
if it's a pawnable necklace, then yes, that's suspect. But
Yeah.
if it's not a pawnable necklace, it's fine. This is like a little sterling silver necklace with a heart on it. I think that's
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay,
sign
okay.
that this guy is actually thinking about your daughter or whatever. So
like if
Or
my
son.
son wants to buy
Or
it,
your
he better
son.
work for it. I'm not going to give him any money. Buy no heart necklace.
Okay. All right. All right.
Better
Here we
get
go.
some
Moving on.
macaroni from the pantry.
right, exactly.
I wish I had a box. I could be like, here you go. Here's some leather string. Not
Knock
going
your
more than
heart
that,
out.
okay? You leave that out in the sun so it'll dry a little bit more, okay?
It says costume jewelry is okay. Real jewelry a little soon. Yeah, I agree.
You know, so I like that. So, like, if my kids were in the cosplaying and they got them, the Eye of Agamotto, you know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, they're pretty cool. Keep them around, all right?
little pina pineapples call me. I just can't.
They're my jalapenos.
Little jalapenos call me.
Yeah, if they start.
They're gonna come in with Flavor Flav necklaces.
Oh,
Because my dad said you can't buy me a heart, but you can buy me a clock.
and we do run around the house saying that often, so
Or a cross colors badge. I would be fine with a cross colors badge. You remember that?
Okay. Yeah. I'm okay with that. All right, here we go. You ready for this next question? Here goes.
Okay.
Now, this one has a long explanation, but I'm going to condense it down.
Okay, thanks.
Caught my husband ripping up my documents. Basically, she comes home and finds that he was going through his mail. While he was going through his mail, he went through her mail, and not just new mail, but all the old stuff. And he was just shredding documents left and right. He didn't ask her for permission. He wasn't doing it to be facetious or underhanded. He was really thinking, I was just trying to lighten your load so that you didn't have to think about this. I was doing mine. I saw yours there and I thought it. And she believed him on that. But she just can't get over the fact that he did something without asking her. And he was very apologetic towards it. And he totally was like, I'm so sorry. And I won't ever do it again. I apologize. I really just thought I was helping you out. So her question, though, is not sure if I'm looking. Oh, wait. He has apologized and it seems genuine. But why did he think it was okay in the first place? Not sure if I'm looking for advice or opinions, if I'm being rational or just writing this down. Not sure how to feel. I want to move on from this, and I don't know how hurt I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
Come on now.
Tell me, who goes first? I'm ready.
How about we go with you, Joe, first?
Come on now. Really? Guys, we think simple. We're like, oh, I haven't done anything for her. I see these pile of papers. I'm going to shred mine. I'm just going to shred them. There's no extra thought to it. Like in my case though, I know that she likes to shred her own papers, so fine.
Was that a lesson learned?
No, it wasn't a lesson learned.
You just knew. You like it?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you like and what do you don't like? And
actually, she's the one that wanted to shred more stuff because I was just like tearing it. And
she gets a kick out of it.
No, she wants to she's all paranoid. It's like, somebody's going to come through our trash and use our, and I'm like, okay, well, they'll find out I'm broke. So
staple that to the credit.
Right,
if you can get anything out of my name, I'm gonna be surprised.
Right, exactly. So
we both shocked.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, I was like, that's the difference between men and women. Men, it's just, I was trying to help you. Women's like, oh, what's he doing? He's trying to do this. He didn't ask my permission. Like, she just hit like 5 or 6 points just right off the bat because of something that he was profusely, if she believes him, if he's profusely apologetic for it, just take it as that. It's like it wasn't. He said he wouldn't do it again, and he was just trying to help out. And you're just like taking it to the next level because that's what women do. Mike,
shots fired.
First case, my wife, the producer is worst case scenario every time. I'm like, really? We haven't even got that far yet, but it could be. It could.
I have a habit of thinking like that too.
I was like, okay, yeah, because he's like a producer, yeah. So that's my 2 cents. That's what I.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Sandy. You're up.
She's being a heifer. My gosh. He just shreds some paper.
Yeah.
You don't want it there. Don't leave it out there. Pick it up. Say, don't shred my shit. Or move it out the dang way. You're way too much. You know what? He's never going to shred again. He might shred his papers. He's never going to do anything for you again. And you deserve it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Just poor man trying to do something nice. No good deed goes unpunished. And now she's poor man.
And now she's going to strangers to ask for.
And now she's getting on social media. See if she's being ridiculous. If you have to ask, you're being ridiculous.
That's never mind. I'm not going to go there. That's right. Any comments on this one? On this question?
Let me go back to one though. Joanne says pasta so Jamie can cook it. But really, you're looking way too much. They're kids, for God's sake. Puppy love.
Yeah.
Oh, Chon said bad.
Okay.
Cindy said, I'm laid back. Wouldn't bother me unless something got shredded that shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So there was stuff in this instance that did get shredded that shouldn't have.
It's so, but at this day and age, you can always reprint something. You can always, I don't
think it was like her diploma, right?
Right.
Which you can get another
Social
one.
Security card.
You can always, you can still get it.
Yeah, I think it was like tax documents and whatnot, but still,
just call your little accountant. She might take forever.
Excuse me.
Not saying mine does, but they'll get them to you eventually. Men don't have a brain, and that's why they roll. I just yell at him. Poor Rudy.
Well, I guess I can't say anything because Joe shot first. So, all right, here we go. Next question. This title.
You didn't answer.
Oh, that's okay. I don't need to. Y'all are. It's fun, so it's all good.
It's fun listening to y'all's wrong opinions.
I don't want to waste more time on my opinion on this.
Your
one.
wrong opinions.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right, here we go. This
Cindy
one.
says,
go ahead.
Still wouldn't freak out. Just be more careful next time. I just toss my trash in the trash and call it a day. Roll of the dice. More people have access to my online activity than my dumpster. Let's be real. I mean, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let me tell you guys, let me just go on a little rant right quick because I work in the IT field, and I have had people who have asked me when I'm like, can you reset my password? I'm like, sure. What do you want it to? And they'll be like, oh, just password. And I'm like, you have to know, in no world and no universe exists where I'm going to allow you to have the password be password. She goes, I know it's so cliche. I'm like, no, it's not cliche. It's a complete security risk.
Right.
What is?
but no one would ever guess password.
Oh my god! Oh my god! All you have to do is go. There's a website that tells you the most commonly used passwords. In fact, if you go to the website, you can pull in your username, and it'll tell you the passwords associated with yours, and you'll be like, "Holy crap! You'll crap your pants tonight."
Okay, and let me just do a PSA, just a real quick PSA, please, if you allow me a second.
Go for it.
If somebody calls and says, we'd love to remote into your computer to renew your Geek Squad membership, please do not allow them to remote into your computer to renew your Geek Squad membership.
God.
Okay?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't.
This happened
Listen,
to my best friend.
Okay, let me. Sandy, you're absolutely right. Everyone, I get that there is a level of culpability that you have to this stuff because it's not like you're supposed to be the geniuses. It's not your expertise to understand when people are trying to scam you. They make a living out of this. So I'm not.
If they say we have a query,
but
no one says
if you
query.
doubt something, please, for the love of God, just send me a message and be like, hey, Jaime, is this something that's real or whatever? Because they will use all the fancy words to try to get you to open up your computer, your social security number, everything to them. Just ask me. I will tell you that there's like 9 times out of 10, I can look at an email and spot immediately and be like, yeah, that's no such
the
thing.
Nigerian prince.
No, Amazon, claiming gift card has a Gmail account associated with it. I get that you're not experts at that, and you're not supposed to be. But I just don't. Yeah. Please, just. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna have to block John.
Right.
All right. Anyway. Okay. So this person's considering ending their 6-year relationship. So get this. They're playing, and at some point, she decides to take a bite into his wrist. Okay. She's holding on to his wrist for about 5 seconds. And during that time, he tells her, at the beginning, they're laughing, but he's like, okay, stop. That hurts. Stop. And she just does it in 5 seconds. So it's hurting. And then he finds out later, long story short, he has permanent nerve damage to his hand. So now he has neuropathy where his hand is always on fire, always feels like it's ice cold, always feels like it's got daggers pinching into it. Nobody can touch it, and he can barely touch things without piercing pain going through it. Through the whole month that he was trying to figure out what's going on, his spouse or significant other, whatever, she just did not have show any empathy, remorse, sympathy for anything that he was going through and trying to understand. And when he finally understood, got doctor's opinions and all that stuff, and went to her with everything, it was like she had just completely checked out. They've been together 6 years. He loves everything else about her. They click very well. They have fights every now and then, nothing like no couples do or don't, but he just cannot get over the fact that she has shown zero anything about this damage that the doctors say it could heal in about 10 years or never. And we're not sure either way. So permanent nerve damage wherever she bit, it just happened to be at a nerve and hard enough to do this. So so I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm depressed and miserable most days from the constant emotional rejection, so something needs to change. Help. Thanks. All right, Sandy, you get to go first this time.
Girl, dump him. He's weak. Not really. I'm just kidding.
Actually had me there. I was like, no. I was like, switches.
I mean, that is crazy.
Oh
my gosh. Do I want to bring in children with this weak man? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let me get that.
I wish I had something to throw at you, Sandy.
Let me just
really
get that
right
one.
now.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, ready? Man, that's wild. Like, I don't know if I could keep a straight face. If he's like, dude, I have neuropathy. I'm like, it was just a bite. Like, gosh, it's really hard. I mean,
I mean, the
dumping.
way he describes his pain, it is intense, and I understand how that. Remember, Doctor, what's his name, who came on, Cannon, Clifton.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
right.
remember. Anyway,
Yeah.
he dealt with that. His patients deal with that. And he's trying to create a
So
remedy for
then
that type of thing.
she needs to pay for some K therapy.
Some ketamine therapy.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and she needs to be more okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I could not if I'll go by Eric and see what happens, and then I'll get back to you.
Hush, you better watch out
I
now.
mean, honestly, I don't know how to
They're
take
like about
this.
to
I
pull out
really
the stuff from under the bed now.
like. So what is he's just mad that she's not responding differently,
Mm-hmm.
more affectionately?
So they're still the way the story goes. They're still interacting okay with everything else, but anytime this topic comes up, it's
I would laugh
she's despondent to it. Is the way he describes.
too. Oh, he didn't say she left.
No,
Um,
and a lot of the things that he's saying, it really sounds like there's like PTSD. There's some hurdles there that it's great. I mean, and he said, I know it was a playful. We were both playing, but he goes, it wasn't like just any bite. She was, I guess she was like had a pit bull bite on him or something. And
Okay, so I suggest couples therapy. They need to work this out if they want to keep a relationship. That's the only way it's going to be safe. I need some my own therapy by myself.
you do say you're so bad.
Oh my gosh! Let me text Eric. If I met you and you got neuropathy, what you do? I got to figure this out. Hold up.
So I'll take from the guy's perspective. Peace out. It's like,
If she's not,
if she has no sympathy and no remorse and no regret, I'm like,
Sandy, she
was
might be a
just-
sociopath.
She was just playing. Y'all just weak. Like if she
Look,
bit
I
something,
could get look.
like if she bit
no,
a different
hold on.
area, like if
No,
she
no.
bit a different area.
Hush your
okay.
mouth. And
No, I'm
look, if
no,
it was
I'm
just
dead
breaking
serious.
skin, if it was like needing a bandage, maybe even stitches, I would be more in line with you a little bit, Sandy, a little bit. But we're talking about some permanent nerve damage here, where the man's
He
pain is
probably already had
constantly.
arthritis to begin with.
Sandy,
Sandy is
do you
all
understand-
others.
Look, do you understand how neuropathy is painful?
Yeah,
it's
it is.
horrible.
I mean, people with diabetes have it.
Yeah, it's no joke. So,
I
but
don't
to
know,
have
I'm
it in
trying
your
to ask you.
hand.
I can't even spell neuropathy. Neuropathy.
Okay. All right.
peace out. See you later.
See ya.
See you later.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm
Peace
going to
out.
ask this next
I'd
one.
be like,
Do you have
"Peace, we-"
comments? Did you really
No,
text
I
them?
did. I am. Hold on. Let's see. So Joanne says she might have a taste for human flesh. Beware and head for the hills.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
He must be less than 40, not a man. Oh, that's great. Get the chick defanged.
Goodness.
Shut your mouth, Sandy. That's wrong. I mean, do you want a weak man that gets neuropathy when you bite him?
Oh my gosh.
all in on that.
he could have a freaking like rabid dog mauling him, and he's bleeding. And she's all like, "You're so weak."
It's a chihuahua. Get up.
Get up. Get up.
Just get up.
Just kick the dog off your neck.
I know the bone is showing through your leg. Just get up.
You just walk
What
it
are you
off.
doing?
Just walk it off. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Last one. This is a good one because
Throw
this
some
one
dirt on it.
involves this involves like a separated split couple, right? Okay. This one says, "Am I the bunghole for refusing to let my ex hang out at my house to see our child?" So the scenario here is the couple split, divorced or split, whatever. They're divorced, and the guy wants to bring his girlfriend so that he can hang out with his daughter. And his daughter's about 10 years old. They want to hang out at his ex's house, the one who's raising his daughter, because they don't want to go get a hotel or anything because they've driven 3 hours to get there. And she doesn't want to let them be in her house for any amount of time because she doesn't want to host them. She doesn't want to have to deal with any of that. He should plan to be with his daughter for whatever amount of time. So is she the bunghole for not wanting to host her ex and his girlfriend so that he has time with their daughter. Who wants to go first?
Just whenever y'all ready for me to go.
So she's the butthole.
She's the butthole?
I think
Why?
she's the butthole. So if you're wanting to put the children first, you're gonna have to kind of make some. It's like, why would you not want to have a good relationship with them? It's like, hey, so when the daughter goes that way to their side, do you want them to treat you the same way, or why can't we just all get along? It's like, I don't know what I mean. So I'm not sure what she means. Like, is she like they're staying the night with her and stuff like that?
Not the night. They would just be staying, for whatever amount
Like
of time.
a couple
there.
of hours or whatever, 3 or 4 hours or whatever.
5
but not stay
hours,
the
something
night.
like that.
But not stay the night.
Right.
What the? Then leave. I don't know. I just think if you're really in it for the child, then you put your feelings aside a little bit, and you know what? Let's make the best of the situation. If we're not staying the night, cool. Now, but if it was not an amicable split, then yeah, I can see the problem with that. But I think it would be nice to show your daughter that you can get along with people that you may not really like, and show them that, hey, you could do things that you're not really comfortable with, as far as like making sure that you maintain those good relationships. But that's my opinion. Because I watch a couple of shows where they have the co-parenting and stuff like that, and they all get along, and I'm just like, why can't it be like that? It's like, it's already sucks that 50% of marriages are going to end in divorce, and the kid is the one that's going to hurt the most. So if they could see that they could still have good relationships with both parents and their significant others, then why can't we show them that it's possible to do that? Now, I'm not telling her that she has to bend over backwards and plan a party or get ready for them to, cook a barbecue or something like that. She can order pizza. It's like, and if she doesn't want to hang out with them, she can go upstairs and read a book or whatever. But I don't know. That's my opinion.
All right. Sandy, what about you?
Okay. So if said significant other did not have anything to do with the breakup, then it's okay. But it's totally her prerogative. It's her house. I mean, you need to make arrangements. I mean, I don't want said people in my house, and they had nothing to do with our relationship. I just know what they're like, and I don't like them. You know what I mean? I don't want that voodoo, judo, whatever in my house. I just don't need that negative energy in my house. But I mean, we can all get along, but you can also go pay for somewhere to stay. I mean, but it's her prerogative. Like, if she didn't want him there, there's nothing. And two, shame on him for even asking. Like, if it was just him by himself, like, coming, but now you're trying to bring the whole freaking crew and everything. Nah. Shit, get your own place. How about it? Rent an Airbnb. I mean.
Okay. I'm going to answer on this one because I actually do have an opinion. I want to chime in on this one. Okay.
Oh, good, because we got some good ones coming in.
Okay, good. So I say this guy is a complete jerk for asking that. I look at the scenario that he painted. I can understand what you're saying, Joe, but I think what you're saying, Joe, is they're putting a lot of ask on there where he is a man. He should be planning this stuff. And I'm always going to be harsher on guys when it comes to some things like this, like dating. In the dating world, I think a guy should do a lot more than what they do.
Don't be buying no heart necklaces.
No, but definitely be opening doors and
but
paying for
hold
dinner.
on, because if it was the opposite way, if she was like, hey, can my boyfriend and I come over and visit at your house, would he allow it? Hell to no, he would not.
But even outside of that, I think it's just so, and I know that my expectation for men is high, and so when I look at this story, I think you're a freaking loser, man. Like, I know I can take my daughters out multiple weekends in a row, and we can be gone from 10 a.m. in the morning till 9 p.m. at night, and I've done it a bazillion times, and I live in the same home with them and my wife. So for you to drive 3 hours away to spend time with your daughter, and you're going to ask your ex to bring your girlfriend in their house?
Yeah, you
Like,
guys.
what
I'm
an
telling you, got
idiot! Like, come on, man up, get your stuff together, and take care of your daughter. You don't need to rely on your ex anymore. You need to be the one to take care of crap. You can go to a movie, you can go eat, you can go shopping, you can go just hang out at a park. All those things are going to take up the 3 to 5 hours to do stuff with her. So, but to ask his ex, even if it was on the best scenario, even if the co-parenting was in the best way, I still look at this guy and I think, what a loser that you have to. You're including your ex into creating this scenario instead of just doing it yourself. So that's me.
Okay, comments ready.
Go for it.
She is not wrong. She does not have to host her ex. He needs to put on his big boy pants and plan a visit with his daughter.
Thank you.
Amen.
Cindy.
Preach.
I agree with you.
Joanne says that shit ass no. Let him come pick her up and he can enjoy her, but not at her house. If they're married, that's a different, but not a girlfriend. See, and that's the thing too. It's just a girlfriend. You're just gonna bring some rando in there. I need a background check, credit check. I mean, I need a deposit in case you mess something up. Hell no.
Man, you people are jaded. You people are so.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Where are you coming from? I was just making.
No.
You know, you even said she should get a pizza for them. I'm like,
yes. Text the producer and say, producer, can my girlfriend and I come visit Jet? See what response you get. Talk about people don't get along. Dude.
I'm still stuck on the pizza. Order them a pizza. Go get pizza. Pizza
with
now.
anchovies.
I'm just
nobody likes
with
anchovies.
Anyway,
Parents who are no longer together, get this straight. Just because you're no longer mattress dancing, that should have any impression on a parent-child relationship. The freaking end. Stop trying to control or allow the other parent to control your relationship with your child.
Wait, so.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
So does she?
Are you with me?
Right. Are you with the fun side or with the dreamer? Or with the just let everybody in so they can drop their
buy them
voodoo.
Pizza. Come on.
Yeah,
because y'all. Here's my
Let's
thing,
have a
though.
barbecue.
You guys are letting
Text
y'all's
Christina
personal
and ask her.
feelings in place of the
No.
child's feelings.
No.
Yeah, I believe
I don't know
it.
how personal.
I believe it. I believe it.
Joe, please text the producer and ask her, can me and my girlfriend come over to your house and visit for 5 hours?
And me and Sancha come over to hang out with Jet.
Yes, please. I just want to know. And then this right here. She a nut and he a nut.
Oh,
Thank you, Chon, for that. They are just nuts up here.
That's
a great way to end the show.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, guys,
Oh my goodness.
great time. So, check it out. I'm lining up some guests for us here soon. I have found let me see if I get this right. A forensic psychologist. I'm speaking with the forensic psychologist to see if he'll come on. And things are
that's
looking
gonna be
good.
right up Sandy's alley. Right
It
there.
really will be. So
I'm gonna be asking questions that don't even pertain to the situation.
I'm also looking at a music producer to come on here soon as well. So be on the lookout for them. And you'll be pretty surprised when you meet them, how the relation is. And then I've also have an artist, a specific type of artist coming on the show here soon. And they're going to show us some of their work, but pretty excited about that. Sandy's going to like that. We're all going to like it, but Sandy will actually have the closest connection with their work out of the three of us. So
Really?
it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Bob Ross's son?
Close. So, and then, we're talking, I've got a package from one of our viewers related to the Pineapple Project. And I meant to bring it on tonight to open so you guys could see it, but I'll do it on Monday. So I'm leaving it in the box. I'll open it on the show so you can see what it was, what it is. And that way, we'll all experience it together. As usual, we've got the Pineapple Project. If you guys have a couple bucks, you can just throw in there tonight. Even I would ask you to open up your Venmo app, go in and put at the Pineapple Project, and just put a few dollars in there. Again, we're raising money to give gifts to children for Christmas in Lubbock, Texas. There's a program called Christmas is for Kids. Their goal is to give each foster child in the system 3 gifts to open on Christmas morning. If you know anyone who's been a part of that, who has benefited from that and had positive experiences about it, please ask them if they would like to come on and talk a little bit about that. We'd love to have them come on and tell us what the experience is of getting those gifts, what it meant to them, how it made them feel. What are some of the positives that come from that? Thank you, Joe.
So you go to your Venmo app right down here, pay or request. Hit that little.
Do not be requesting no money for no pineapple project either.
Yeah.
We'll deny that. We'll deny that, okay?
You type in at the Pineapple Project, put in $5, $10, $15, whatever.
Be very careful because now Summer Schluchter has the Pineapple Projects.
Oh.
You want the one that has our pineapple on it.
Okay, so that's the thing. So just be cautious there when you're putting that in there, that it's at the Pineapple Project, and we've got it scrolling on the screen. I'll get some posts made this weekend so we can put it on the Facebook page so you guys can see it. I'll put it in the banner. That way, it's just if you need to know real quick, you can go to Facebook and just see what it is, what the Venmo page looks like. Okay, but it's a great program. Hey, and if you're in the Lubbock area and you are interested in going out and being one of our pineapple elves to help pick out the gifts and deliver them. Let us know too so that we can get in connection and make sure we schedule that all out. Sandy, you got anything going on tomorrow?
If I do, it'll be last minute.
I thought you were interviewing an author or something like that.
You know what? She ghosted me. I'm sad about it.
Oh,
who would ghost me? Rude.
Rude. Something seems like something might have been fishy there.
Make sure you support Labor 12.
Yes, if you're in Lubbock, they're going to be going live Friday. Okay.
Jake's back room.
Ralph's Records.
Ralph's Records is at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
5:30.
5 o'clock for the listening party. 5 to 6 for the listening party.
Okay.
And then as soon as they're done with that, they're heading over to Jake's for the final.
They should be on. I think they said around 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. So you don't have to get there right at 8 or 7 or whatever. But
that's kind of late for some of us.
And you still have some time to be a backer. Because their album is totally crowdsourced.
It is, really cool. And it's really good, guys.
It's really good for being crowdsourced. Yeah,
it's so good.
Like the actual production of it is really, really good.
Yeah. Go back and watch Monday's episode. It was a really good interviewing time with those guys. So
that had a hard cutoff date.
It was like 10:10 was their cutoff time. They told me. And they're like, well, we can kind of fluff it out
they really fluffed it out.
They were like, we'll see how they do, and then we'll tell them we can.
We were on stage for them, So
Right,
anyhow,
exactly.
Anything else I'm missing, guys?
Your ass would be in deep doo-doo, Joe, if you tried that.
That's one of the few people who would understand, actually.
Right.
So
here's the thing, though. It all depends on how the split was. But we don't know anything about that. But it sounds like she didn't like him, so I don't know.
If she has to go to social media, there's some problem.
Right, exactly.
What are we talking about now?
I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sign off.
I thought I knew where we were going, but I'm lost somewhere.
Thanks everybody for joining us this week. We appreciate y'all being on. We love all of your comments.
Yep.
Hey, if you have an idea for some topics you want us to cover in one of the next episodes, throw them to us. Throw them on the Facebook page. Just message them to us. But just any topics you just want to get us to comment on or whatever.
We should have a pinned post on the Facebook page that just says, "Give us some topics," and it just stays up there the whole time, and then we can just go through there and see what the topics that people want us to talk about.
Okay.
You people write our show.
You people. I'm
so sorry,
and you
everyone.
right there.
So okay.
And you right there. Right there.
Anyhow.
Right there, scratching your nose.
Everyone, we love you. We totally appreciate y'all coming out to hang out with us tonight. And as usual,
remember to be kind and rewind.
Look for and meet new people.
You filthy animals.
Animals.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Bye.